Hello everyone, welcome along to another interview today. I'm pleased to be joined by recent Cheltenham Festival winning jockey Adam Wedge. Adam, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Very good.
So in terms of the recent jump season, of course you had a notable success at Grade 1 level. How's the season been, or how would you assess the season that's just gone in your opinion?
Very good. Best season to date, which is fantastic. Two Grade 1s and a Cheltenham Festival winner to put the cherry on top. I mean, it was unbelievable. Couldn't have asked for anything to go any better.
I mean, we'll touch upon Cheltenham shortly, but going back to before Christmas and the Esprit de Large, getting your first Grade 1, I do believe, at Sandown, what was that like for you to get off the mark at the highest level?
It was fantastic, and to do it for Evan and Mr. and Mrs. Rucker as well, it was brilliant. They put so much into the game and support me so much. It meant a lot to get that for them.
In terms of his running the Arkle, what did you make of that? Because coming down the hill towards the end of the race, it looked like he was going to be with a chance of playing a big part in the finish, but it just didn't seem to happen coming over the second last, and he came down. But how is he, and where could you see him ending up next season?
He seems very well. He took quite a heavy fall, but he was a bit stiff the next day, and he was fine after that. Obviously, he's back home now, getting a belly full of grass, and I think he could have run a big race. I was very hopeful I would have finished fourth. I don't know whether I was quite good enough to mix it with the top two, but I think he would have kept on galloping up that hill, and hopefully he's got a good future in them good 2 mile races next year.
I mean, speaking in terms of 2 mile race next year, could you see him being a potential champion chase horse? I mean, the champion chase division itself looks pretty stacked with quality, but he's only a 6-year-old, so there should be plenty of improvement for him as well.
Yeah, look, if he keeps improving, the way he did last year, and it's a big step up again out of novice company into the proper graded company against them sort of horses. But it'd be fantastic if he could do that.
In terms of Silver Streak as well, ran his usual solid race in the Champion Hurdle. I think he finished 5th in the end. What did you make of that race? Because it didn't seem to go too much of a quick gallop in that race. He seemed to all the way up the hill finish his race quite well. But what did you make of that?
Yeah, he ran very well. He ran his race as he always does. I say there was the same distance between me and Epitante as there was in Kempton. There were just another 4 horses in between us. I mean, that's how competitive it is, I couldn't fault the horse. He done everything right, and he stayed on up the hill as well as he could. I say I'd love the horse to go and win a Grade 1. He deserves it because he does try. He puts his heart out on the line every time for you.
In terms of next season, could he want to stick at the Champion Hurdle type of route, or could you see him eventually going on to be a chasing kind?
I think being as good as he is over hurdles, he'd probably stay over hurdles. But look, that's for Evan and the owners to decide. I'm happy to ride him over a fence if he goes over a fence and here. But I think he's such a good hurdler for us. I think that's where he'll stay.
In terms of the Stayers Hurdle itself, this Negroska gave you a great success, but prior to that, you ran a great race in the Cleve Hurdle. So did you think of his odds of 50-1? Were they slightly overpriced going into the race, did you think?
Definitely. I was very surprised to see that he was such a big price. I expected him to be 20-1, but to see him at 50-1, I was very surprised because it was a solid run in Cheltenham, and I didn't think there was any fluke about it the time before, and we were confident that we could run into a place. But to go and do what he done was fantastic.
I mean, in terms of the race itself, Apple Shade set a very early quick gallop, and she obviously wasn't going to maintain it over 3 miles. And Paisley Park himself, we found out towards the end of the race that he wasn't himself. But tell me your feelings coming down the hill. Did you see Paisley Park off the bridle? Did you think that you had a slight chance of being in with a chance of winning the Stayers Hurdle?
It was only when I watched the replay back that I realised most of the race I was on the outside of Paisley Park with a horse in between us, and coming down the hill for the last time was when my lad really came alight underneath me, and from then I didn't really see Paisley Park, but I just couldn't believe how much my lad came alight underneath me coming down that hill. I'd never had that feeling before, and I kind of thought I'd have a chance of running a big race then.
So what's the feeling like for you crossing that winning line when you know you've won the Stayers Hurdle, big festival success? What was the feeling like for you just crossing that winning line?
It's fantastic. It is what we work for every day, getting up early mornings and going and riding out every day, and to ride a winner like that means everything. It is unbelievable.
I mean, could you see him back next year to potentially defend his crown in the rematch potentially with Paisley Park next season?
Yeah, I think that's where he'll stay. Obviously the chasing route didn't work out early season, so he'll stay over hurdles and go down that route. It's a shame because I think they were planning to go to Punchestown with him, and that would have been nice. But I just hope he can go and do what he's done again. 2 solid runs back over hurdles, and if he can go and run some big races again in graded company, it'd be fantastic.
And as finally, in terms of another horse of Evan Williams, is Mac the Man, a horse who looks to be a nice horse going forward. Was favourite for the Imperial Cup, but that didn't go ahead due to the weather. He was brought down on the Betfair Hurdle going down to last on his previous run. In terms of him next season, could there be a horse that you might be excited about for next season?
Definitely. I think there's a big hurdles race in him. And again, over fences, he'll probably be one to go over fences in time. But he was very unlucky in the Betfair Hurdle to get brought down at the last, because I was only on the quarters of the winner in the end. And I'm not saying I'd have won, but he was running a massive race, and it was a shame for him. And a shame that the Imperial Cup was off, because he's one round Sandown, and I think everything would have suited him that day. But he'll have his chance again next year, and he's a horse to look forward to very much.
And there's finally another horse as well, Bold Plan. After his Haydock win during the season, things didn't seem to go to plan with him. He fell off at Ascot, and I think he pulled up, on his previous run as well. So in terms of next season as well, would you hope for a bit more of a straightforward campaign with him?
Yeah, I think he might be one to go chasing again, and he jumps very well. Say he had that blip in Ascot, but it was neither here nor there, Say he's got a lot of ability on his day. When he decides to put it all in, he's a very good horse, and when everything comes right, it's fantastic, and he shows what he can do in Haydock. And we have got the ability there, so hopefully that'll come out again.
Adam, that's brilliant. Thanks for joining me, Adam. I really appreciate that. Sorry, thank you.